It's a beautiful day outside. The sun is shining. Birds are chirping. It reminds me of that game, Angry Birds. Maybe I should speedrun that. What? Removed from the App Store? If only there was a way I could go back in time. Hang on, I might know someone who can help me. Hey, speedrun man, can you help me out with something? You need help with a speedrun? Well, kind of. I was actually hoping you could help me go back in time, like you did in that one movie, so that I can speedrun Angry Birds. That wasn't me, kid. You're thinking of somebody else, but, I can try. Yeah, it looks like it was removed from the App Store in 2019, so it's not that far in the past. I'm sure you could handle it. Yeah, I just fly around the world counterclockwise like this. I'm out of control, Latt! Oh, jeez. Well, it looks like Speedrun Man transported us back to 2009 instead of 2019. But 2009 is the year Angry Birds was released, so at least I can speedrun version 1.0 while he finds a way to get us out of this mess. World 1 of Angry Birds is called Poached Eggs, and it was many people's first interaction with the Angry Birds, myself included. In fact, Angry Birds was the first game I ever played on a touchscreen phone. It sounds a bit silly to say, now that we're all so used to touchscreen devices, but back then, not having to use a mouse or controller to play a game was a huge revelation. Pulling back the little slingshot with my finger really made me feel like I was living in the future. Anyway, that's enough talk about Old Man Latt's past. Here we are at level 5, which is interesting because this is the first level where 1.0 differs from later versions of the game. Some of the wooden blocks in this version were replaced with ice blocks to make the level easier, but I still managed to find a pretty fast solution. On level 6, I thought I was going to have a nice clean 2-bird completion, but we got a little unlucky and I had to send an extra red bird to clean up the mess at the end. Level 7 took our entire salvo of birds, but we eventually showed those bad piggies that we mean business. I really enjoyed level 8 because you have to use this rock at the top of the hill and roll it down the back to get the piggies on the far side of the screen. Very satisfying. Then on level 9, I really thought we might get the entire level in one bird, but it didn't quite work out, and I had to send a few more to finish it up. Level 10 is where the game starts to really get interesting, and you get a new type of bird, the bluebird. After you launch a bluebird, you can tap the screen again, and they split up like little pellets and cause a bunch of destruction. I used another bluebird to make short work on level 11 too. Level 12 is another level that was updated with different blocks after 1.0 was released. I bet all those extra glass blocks make it easy to complete with one bird, but I still managed fine with the wooden ones. Don't blink or you'll miss level 13. 14 is another fun one because you get to rain these stones down on the evil piggies trying to steal your eggs. Then we get to level 15, which is the last level that has changed since 1.0 launched. They removed some wood blocks and replaced others with ice, and just from looking, I bet it's way easier. It took me every bird I had to complete this level. Lots of room for improvement if I return to this category. Level 16 introduces the yellow bird. If you tap the screen after it launches, it starts zooming towards the target, causing more destruction than a typical red bird. I wish I had yellow birds for all the levels. Really great bird. Level 18 is pretty stressful because it's so easy to miss, and I had to retry it a couple times, but I eventually got it. Level 19 looks intimidating, but since there's only one piggy, you just send all your birds after it as fast as possible. Level 10 is another difficult one because the stone blocks are tough to destroy and are in the perfect place to hit them on accident. But I took a clever path to victory and launched my birds way above the stone to attack from the top instead of the side. on to the final level. This was definitely the hardest level. There are so many big piles of wooden blocks, it's impossible to get a chain reaction going, so I just kept launching birds and hoped that eventually all the piggies would be knocked out. It took me a couple of tries, but I finally got there, and my speedrun of the oldest version of Angry Birds was complete. I really hope Speedrun Man can find a way to get me back to the future, because I've got some Latt's Duel speedruns waiting for me there.